Dear Roger, enclosed is a cursed tape. Whatever you do, don't watch it. I'm sending it to you for archival reasons only. Also, it keeps calling out to me, man. It's like it's in my head. It just won't get out of my head, Roger. You do not watch this tape. Your friend VHS Mikey.
Cursed tape. There's no such thing as a cursed tape. I'm man enough. I'm not scared of this.
Rewind.
You fuck! You fuck! Hello, internet fans, and welcome to 3B Video. I'm your host, Rottin Roger DeMarco, and today we're going to be talking about Luis Losa's 1997 film, Anaconda. The Anaconda don't want none unless you're Owen Wilson, son. So for those of you who don't know about this film, here is your plot synopsis. You've got a documentary crew heading into the Amazon looking to create a documentary about this Shirishama tribe, who are very hard to track down. And once they head into the Amazon, they encounter John Voight stranded in need of assistance, and then they go hunting giant snakes. There's a little bit more to it than that, but we'll get into that in a minute. But before we get into my overall thoughts of the film, first, let's take a look at
Rottin Roger's Splatter Facts.
we have 7 dead bodies. We have 0 titties.
Well, this is a PG-13 movie, so what can you do?
We have random Danny Trejo, giant killer snake POV, ice cubing, panther squeezing, wild boar blasting, gratuitous John Voight faces,
That's a thing. He's constantly scowling.
exploding snake wall, monkey spitting, snake on a crane. You know where this is going.
I've about had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking crane. Don't care. Gonna run that joke into the ground.
The world's most invincible anaconda, and throat POV. That's a section on Pornhub. Also, the methods of death include and are limited to off-screen. God damn it! Suicide. Squozen. Swallowed. I ain't doing that. Leg strangling. I don't know how to, I'm not gonna put my own legs up around my neck. The mid-jump smoosh. And maunched and puked. Now, on to my overall thoughts of this film, guys. This is an extremely fun B-movie with a budget, similar to Jaws. How Jaws was expected to be a B-movie. I mean, it's a killer shark movie, but when you put enough money behind it, it sort of transcends this B-movie category and becomes something much better, or something much bigger. This movie had the budget, but still remains in that B-movie gold. And it certainly is the perfect time capsule for 1997 horror. And the creature design for the Anaconda itself is top-notch when it's practical. And even the CGI, as much as I'm not a fan of CGI, the CGI in this film holds up okay. I'm not saying it's the best in the world, but it's tolerable. Much, much more than the giant snake movies we get today, and there's a lot of them. The thing about this movie that makes it so awesome, I think, is that this is a really fun adventure movie that just happens to have killer snakes in it. And this killer snake takes on the traits of a slasher villain more than a giant snake. Lurks in the shadows, it plots, it schemes, and it systematically bumps everybody off one by one. Spoiler alert, it turns out that the snake is actually Jennifer Lopez's brother, but we don't find that out until the sequel, Anaconda does. We have a pretty standard variety of characters in this movie. You've got a rich, snobby narrator, I suppose. You've got Ice Cube, who is just gratuitously ice cubing through this entire film, which if I haven't shown you my micro impression of Ice Cube, here it is. You ready? That's it. And then you're set, you're Ice Cube. You're ready to go take on snakes and go some Mars and all the things that Ice Cubes. You have the standard horny guy, horny girl, the smart heroine. Everything is very cookie cutter with this movie, but that does not deter from the fact that this movie is a super silly, wild ride. And that is part of the reason why I never understood the negativity that this movie gets. I'm pretty sure that someone won a Razzie for this film, which is an award for being in a terrible film. I never quite understood that. This movie is very well made. This movie is extremely fun. It has a cool creature, so I don't know what the main complaint is really, is what I'm getting at. I do have questions about this movie. Like, Jon Voight's character, Saran, who is hunting these anacondas, sort of sales pitches Owen Wilson on becoming his assistant to help catch these snakes. And he references the fact that catching a live anaconda is worth $1 million. I have questions. Is that true? Is that a thing? Do zoos pay $1 million for fucking snakes?
Because if so, I'm in the wrong business.
And I think that this movie is a easy 90-minute ride. It's a good gateway horror film for children because it is PG-13 and there is not a lot of gore per se, but there is, I mean, the snake is terrifying at times in the movie. And I think this is a good one to kind of test the waters, with your kids to see if they can handle this type of thing. The one thing I will say, and I'm not the biggest, like, I need a special edition guy when it comes to movies, but
Where is my Scream Factory special edition of Anaconda?
that is something that the world needs, even if you don't know you need it. I feel like this is one of those movies that I would love to do a deep dive into. I would love to get all the special features and learn more about the production of this film. It's sorely lacking the special features on all editions that are out now. That's my only real main complaint, is that I want more Anaconda.
And no, not Anaconda 2, Blood Orchid, or 3, or 4, or fucking Mega Piranha versus Anaconda.
Just more of this Anaconda, and I would be fine. In my personal opinion, this movie is 100% popcorn as fuck. It's a slasher Anaconda. And Ice Cubes, and Jon Voight's. That's the sales pitch for this movie. It's so 1997 and timeless at the same time. This movie is just fun. Every time I watch it, I remember why I watch it, because it's fucking fun. Sometimes I want to watch Anaconda and eat a bowl of cereal. That's all there is to it. And I know that in the grand scheme of things, in the world out there, this movie might not have won Oscars. It might have won Razzies. It might not be a conversation starter where people go, you know what was really good? Anaconda. But that's out there. Because in here, in 3B video, this B movie is the movie. But I suppose I should probably get going, because after all, there's a lot of movies out there. Somebody's got to watch them. So why not me? Right? Now you fucking tape. Get the... I quit! I hate this job.